Hello again for another review of whiskeys. Your host here, Spirit Singh. I'm back home now, got tons of family over. So I've kind of found myself a spot away from all the very, very loud noises that you may experience through this review. In any case, I am very excited. Today's review is going to be on Lagavulin. This is, again, if you may have noticed, I like the Islay malts. And this is my quarter cask Lafroig is one of my favorites. And this is probably the one that comes, maybe it'll beat it. So the Lafroig quarter cask, 94 points. We'll see how this one holds up. It's Lagavulin. This is the Distillers edition, and it mentions it was distilled in 1995 and bottled in 2013. So I'm assuming 18-year aged, but there's no age statement on here. Fun facts about Lagavulin. This was double matured. Moss water passing over rocky falls, steeped in the mountain air and moorland peat, distilled and matured in oak casks, exposed to the sea, shape Lagavulin's robust and smoky character. Okay. Takes out the fire but leaves in the warmth. Ain't that cute? This bottle, I had a friend bring it over because I tried looking at finding one of these, and I found a 16-year distiller edition. I did not find an 18-year distiller edition. Maybe you can get it in Europe and other places, but here in the U.S., I haven't been able to find one. And it was I want to say the 16 was somewhere around 110, 20, 30, 40, 20 bucks, maybe 2500, 25 bucks. I'm not sure what the 18 it goes for. I'm guessing, I don't know, 130, 40 bucks. But in any case, if you do find Lagavulin, the standard 816 is about 80 bucks. Perfect, we'll review it. It's back there as well a little bit later. I wanted to do this one because this is my favorite. So what's special about the Distillers Edition? I'm going to read right off the box because I don't do my research. This is how I do my research. This Distiller Edition brings in a new dimension of taste and exploration to the enjoyment of single malt whiskey. Each of the 9 distilleries has a hand-selected small batch number of their casks for double maturing. The whiskey is matured for a second time in cask wood, with each master distiller has chosen to complement the unique character of the individual malt. Okay. The marriage of cask wood and whiskey has always been a blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Each special limited edition is hallmarked as a symbol of rarity and superior quality. The hallmark carries a symbol of the distillery, its founding year essay mark, the type of cask wood in which the whiskey has been double matured, and the monogram of each distiller. This particular one is Distillers distillery symbol. Looks like a flag. I'll bring it up close. Established 1816. I think Lafroig was also established 1816. Something must have happened in 1815, 1816. That all these, I should probably do research on that, huh? And the oak barrels they use are Pedro Jimenez cask wood, and the master distiller is GC. So that's what the symbols look like. A little gold print. Hopefully it'll focus. If it doesn't, I'll put it down. I don't think anybody cares anyways. Special Reserve Lagavulin 4/501. Enough about this. I'm kind of done with that. Lagavulin, we discussed in the Lafroig chapter or review. Peated, that moss, that stuff that grows on the ground. They pretty much heat it, distill it, evaporate when they heat the little bricks of that stuff. and so it's through its distilling process, it picks up that smoky flavor. More you could read about peat bogs and peat brick is used in Islay malts. On the nose, besides perfect, it smells a little less aromatic than the quarter cask. I think of all the whiskeys I've tried, the quarter cask Lafroig was the most pronounced note. This one's a little less on the nose. You can smell all the standard stuff, your seawater, your saltiness, smokiness, oakiness, Pedro Jimenez caskwood oakiness. Let's take a taste. Very easy to drink. Very less also on the intensity. Let me see what it's bottled at. 43%. So the other ones we tried were the 48%, so 5 points, 10 proof. Shouldn't make that much of a difference. This one goes down a lot smoother. And it comes at the end. Oh, there's a good finish. I don't think I've had this good of a finish. Wow. So it starts off with, so it's definitely not your citrusy that you might find in the Ardbeg. It's definitely in the Lafroig category. Just minus a few things, minus the iodine scale completely. Smokiness, and that's it. They said, you know what? We'll find a spot. There's your Ardbeg with your iodine, your citrus. There's your Lafroig with the intensity of pretty much everything we can throw. Man's drink. Man cubed. This is right there. That sweet spot between the two brands, right? Of course, with Lafroig, we have all three different, and all 3, 4, 5 different ones. We did the triple wood. We've done the normal Lafroig, and then we've done the quarter cask. I'm going to review the Lafroig 18 year and the Lafroig QA cask as well. Those were the 5. I think they have the Cardenas, and that one I don't think I want to try. And then they have a select. Anything that says select. I tried Balmore Select or Legend. It was garbage. I tried. So I'm not going to try Lafroig Select. Not because the price is cheap, but I think it might be just like garbage batches. So this is right there in the middle. Kind of your if you were to pick your car, you got your Mercedes, extremely soft, older people ride. Generally your E-Class, I guess. You got your BMW intense ride. I used to have a BMW road on rails. It was like 275 tire. Tire was like that wide, run flat. It rode on rails. Dad's Mercedes rides like a boat. And then my latest one, I kind of went down the center, went with the Audi. It has the performance of that BMW, and then it has that luxury feel of that Mercedes, and they took the best of both worlds and turned it into that. That's what I feel about this. Lagavulin is just the best of. It has such a good finish. I don't think I've ever had such a good finish, and I didn't know what the term finish means. There's your smell, there's your taste, your initial tip, which is smoke, and then there's that finish. Take a little bit more. All around perfect whiskey. I don't know how this is gold. Rating wise, since it was perfect, I don't know if it can get any better, but I'm gonna go with 98. This is just hands down the best thing I've ever drank. I could sip on this all day. It doesn't need water. All right, my method: pour a little bit, leave it in the freezer. Take it out. Takes the. Oh, there's that finish. It's almost like after you eat something and there's that essence, and it's just rich, very very rich essence. The finish is going down, is smooth. There's a kind of that secondhand smoke, except secondhand barbecue feel to it. This pretty much concludes the Lagavulin 98 points review. Another public service announcement. I've seen this. You these people. So I understand there's emergency when you're driving. There's emergencies, right? Our job when we have an emergency is to put the blinkers on, right? The hazard signal. There's maybe people don't know. There's a little button. You should probably get utility out of this button when there's an emergency, because you'll never ever use it. It's called a hazard signal. Little square, right? Or square. It's the alcohol talk. It's the triangle, right? Little hazard red. Sometimes it's located up top middle. Sometimes it's located bottom left middle. Sometimes it's located somewhere. Spend 5 minutes to locate where this is located. When you stop in the middle of the road or in the middle of anywhere, so I'm following a car, grocery store, or not better, like retail store, and somebody just stops. I understand, right? There's a hazard, or you have an overly large person that we're in Houston here. We have overly large people. Nothing against anybody, but if you're gonna drop an overly large or an elderly or a pregnant woman, a child, put your hazard signal on so that it's respectful for the person behind you to know that you are being courteous and not being just stopping for no reason. Because if you stop for no reason, you deserve a honk. I'm not encouraging anything, but if you stop and there's no movement inside your car because perhaps some person is trying to make their way out of the car, however difficult it may be in that situation, put your hazard signal on so that people can overtake you. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this review, Lagavulin Distillers Edition. It's just absolutely delicious. 98 points. Until next time, Spirit Sing.